So as a doula, I have been to a lot of births. Probably about 75% of these have been in the hospital. And at one point or another, a lot of the moms ask me, I think I want to get the epidural. Should I get the epidural? And so this is what I say to those women. We go through, a couple different steps. Sometimes the mom immediately knows 100%, I want the epidural, no discussion, which is great. Ultimately, whether to get the epidural, whether to request or accept other interventions is 100% up to the mom. There's no shame in any of it. And so I guess these tips are more for the mom that's I don't know, I think I might want it, but I'm not sure. Help me make this decision. So this is what I tell them. So first and foremost, ask the doctor about the potential risks. I think it's really important to go into this decision with both eyes open. We know the potential benefit, right? That it's going to numb you from the waist down. You're not really going to be able to feel the contractions anymore. So every now and then it doesn't work, but that's pretty rare. I've never been with a mom where the epidural didn't work, but I have certainly heard that that can happen sometimes. So yeah, ask the doctor, what are the risks? Have a conversation with them about, what could happen in regards to negative effects for you. And yeah, you might hear one that makes you decide, what, actually I'd rather not risk it. Or you might decide, yeah, I'm comfortable with those risks. Let's move forward. Something else to consider is how dilated you are. So if you ask for the epidural, but you realize you're already 9 centimeters, you're really pretty close to having the baby, and that might encourage you to just keep on going because you are getting so close. If you've been laboring for a really long time, they do a vaginal check and you're just 5 or 6 centimeters, you might think, okay, I've already been doing this for a long time. And we never know how quickly a woman can dilate. But if it's taking you a while to get to 6 centimeters, it might still take a while to get to 10. And so that can factor into your decision. If you're am I looking at 7, 8, 9, 10 more hours? If so, yes, I would like to get the epidural right now. How tired you are. So one way that I've seen the epidural used really effectively is for moms that, again, have been laboring for a really, really, really long time. They're exhausted and they're concerned that when it comes time to push or breathe their baby down, they just won't have the energy because they're exhausted. And a lot of these moms, once they get the epidural, they're able to take a really long nap. And then typically, again, not all the time, but for a lot of these women, labor moves forward pretty quickly after that because they're rested and their body is ready. So yeah, consider your fatigue. If you're really not that tired and you're kind of still on the fence with the epidural, maybe keep going for a while and see how you do. So something else that I encourage moms to do, especially again, if they're on the fence about it, is wait 30 minutes. It's let's move through a few more surges. Let's try some different positions. Let's try some different natural pain relieving techniques to see if we hit on something that really works and makes you think, well, actually, I feel pretty good when somebody's pressing on my back, for example. So maybe I don't want the epidural right now. So just to give it a little bit of time. Again, if you're I don't know. Next, trust your instincts. I mean, of course, the person that knows better than anybody if you should get the epidural is you, right? You're the one, experiencing labor, moving through it. So ultimately, again, it is up to you. And yeah, know that there is no shame in getting an epidural. If that feels right for you, go get it, mama. All right, if you have any questions about this or anything else, let me know in the comments below. Oh, and as a side note, if you're curious about potential risks of an epidural of labor drugs, I have a video on this channel about, I think it's labeled what your doctor might not tell you about labor drugs or about Pitocin and epidurals. So that can give you some insight into potential risks to consider. All right, thanks for watching.